Here's your news headlines. I'm Don Nelson. Data breaches are almost becoming a weekly occurrence these days, with hackers finding more and more ways to get into our bank accounts and personal records. With this being National Cybersecurity Awareness Month, officials are advising us to take a look at the security protections we have on all of our online devices so we can proactively stay ahead of the bad guys.
If your debit or credit card was affected, you're going to want to get a new card and continue to review your financial statements. Make sure there aren't any weird charges. And this is a great time to start thinking about putting a credit freeze on your credit report, which kind of locks it up so that no one can take out new accounts in your name without you unfreezing it. And it's free of charge to do that.
Experts say it's always best to keep a clean machine. Tech companies such as Apple and Microsoft often make safety updates. Those help to keep the software on all of our internet-connected devices up to date to reduce the risk of any malware infections. Also, it's good to change your passwords frequently as well. Time to get your flu shot. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention recommend that people get a flu vaccine by the end of October if possible. Doctors say you definitely want to get one before Thanksgiving. That's when you are likely to interact with more people that are traveling, exposed to more germs. A number of flu-related deaths have already been reported.
We had our first virus detections in the laboratory, so we are starting just to see a trickle of flu activity in a couple of areas across the state. So it's really important that people go now and get the flu shot.
There are a number of ways to avoid the flu, including washing your hands and staying away from people who are sick. Doctors also recommend staying at home if you have the flu to protect others. Flu shots are available at many pharmacies and doctors' offices around the country. The Broncos keep their winning streak alive on the road with a victory in Las Vegas. The 38-13 win over the UNLV Rebels moves Boise State in both polls up to number 14. That's both the AP and Coaches poll. They're still the highest-ranked non-Power 5 school with a 5-0 start the season for the first time since 2016. Their performance Saturday night wasn't perfect, and they'll have a busy week ahead to prepare for their homecoming game against Hawaii, a team that's only lost one game so far this season.
We got, in our opinion, the best football team we played all year long. Hawaii seems to show that from the film we've watched. And they've had a bye week, so they have an advantage. They got a chance to take some time, I'm sure, for their guys, get some guys healthy, rest a few players, get themselves prepared, and work on some of their things, and then obviously focus on us.
The Hawaii game is scheduled for 8:15 Saturday night on the Blue at Albertson Stadium, and ESPN2, by the way, will be showing the game against BYU the following weekend. The Broncos take on the Cougars in Provo the 19th, kickoff 8:15.
Now, Chief Meteorologist Scott Dorval with the On Your Side forecast.
Beautiful Monday in the Treasure Valley. Sunshine, temperatures in the 60s. A little cool when you get in the shade, but really nice as far as temperatures go. In fact, that warm air pushing into the mountains as well. 64 in Stanley. Can you believe that? Well, it was 68 in Boise, close to 70 Mountain Home in Twin Falls. That's where the mildest air has been. And you know what? Twin Falls tomorrow will have some decent weather here eastern sessions. But we've got a cold front coming through during the day. It'll come in slow at first, but then it will come through. The leading edge of it is right up here. You can even see the outline of it in this region here. This front is tracking its way down to the south. Winter storm warnings for western Montana. Wind advisories for eastern portions of Idaho. The rest of Idaho, no advisories or warnings, but we've got a pretty powerful, potent cold front here that's going to make its way to the south. And as it does, this will blast in that colder weather, coming right on in, out with the pleasant, in with 49 for a high and lows in the 20s. Look at this extended forecast. 44 tomorrow morning. The high temperature on Wednesday will only go up to 49. So that's a huge difference coming in. And you see those low temperatures plummeting. 25 Thursday, 27 on Friday. And so one more mild day. We'll call it mild tomorrow. It's not going to feel mild because of a lot of cloud cover. And there probably will be a midday shower popping in, by the way. There's a chance for that happening as we look here on our hourly forecast. I think the middle part of the day. Then the wind picks up as the front comes through here. And so it starts to get cooler very quickly as we go into the overnight. There's your extended forecast for the weekend, by the way, getting back into the 60s, but still some cold mornings ahead. Be ready for the change. I'll have another update coming up right here later tonight.